got to reacquaint myself. It's been a year and a half since I used OBS again. So let's go and see what is going on. So this one comes from NBC News. Tesla's full driving software under investigation after railroad incident, right? So there's some railroad incident that happened with Tesla. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can watch this video first.
Cameras.
Well, there you go. Sheesh. What the heck?
Italo Frigoli. It was a close call caught on NBC cameras.
Well, there you go. Sheesh. What the heck?
Italo Frigoli slamming on the brakes after his Tesla in semi-autonomous mode failed to stop when railroad crossing arms were coming down.
Sheesh. What the heck?
An NBC News investigation found other cases of Teslas going through the crossing arms, even driving onto the tracks and under a train. Now, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says it's investigating the scope, frequency, and potential safety consequences of full self-driving software executing driving maneuvers that constitute traffic safety violations, citing dozens of complaints of Teslas in FSD, failing to remain stopped at traffic lights, driving on the wrong side of the road, and failing to stop for railroad crossing arms, in some cases with little notice to a driver or opportunity to intervene.
This was a close call. Yeah, it was. It was.
Nearly 3 million Teslas with full self-driving software are part of the review, but researchers caution.
These are systems that are designed as driver assistance features. They need to be supervised, managed, and driven by a human.
Tesla has not responded to our request for comment, but it has warned drivers that despite the name, the cars are not fully autonomous and drivers must oversee the vehicle's operation at all times. Tom? Okay.
So that is kind of scary. That is kind of scary. Let's go away. Let's read up on it a little bit, see what's going on here. It says, let me zoom in.
We are back now with the social media prank that is prompting some worry.
All right, there we go. So, the National Highway Safety Administration said Thursday it would investigate how Tesla's semi-autonomous driving software handles railroad crossings and as part of a wide-ranging investigation of incidents where the agency said Tesla vehicles have violated traffic safety laws. Here's a question, right? If an autonomous vehicle runs a red light and it's caught on one of those traffic cameras, right? Who gets the ticket? Is the ticket sent to the owner or is the ticket sent to the manufacturer? Because technically the manufacturer should be the one who is responsible if their software fails or not, right? Not the person who purchased. Because at the end of the day, a Tesla is a piece of software. It's a piece of hardware and software that you're buying from a company. So who gets the ticket? I don't know. It says NHTSA said it was launching the investigation of Tesla's full self-driving software after receiving complaints from drivers, including reports of vehicles driving through red lights or on the wrong side of the road. The agency said the investigation relates to all Tesla vehicles equipped with FSD, full self-driving, or 2.9 million vehicles. The agency said its investigation would look at the software performance at railroad crossings, which was subject of NBC's News investigation published in September. While the behavior under investigation appears to occur most frequently at intersections, NHTSA investigation will encompass any other type of situations in which this behavior may arise, such as when traveling adjacent to a lane of opposing traffic or when approaching railroad crossings. It said in a 3-page summary. Tesla and its CEO Elon Musk did not immediately respond to requests for comment on Thursday. So it's a video again. NBC's News investigation reported that Tesla vehicles using FSD software sometimes fails to stop for train tracks. That sounds deadly vicious. Or otherwise mishandle situations at rail crossings, including when red lights are flashing and gate arms are lowering. According to Tesla drivers and videos they've taken, based on the report, 2 senators had called out NHTSA to begin the investigation. In its announcement Thursday, NHTSA said it would look into whether the system gives drivers enough time to respond to FSD errors. It says that in some reported incidents, a Tesla vehicle provided little notice to a driver or opportunity to intervene. That really sucks. That's like a death sentence right there. NHTSA said it had identified 18 complaints and 1 media report alleging that a Tesla vehicle in FSD mode failed to remain stopped during the duration of the red traffic signal. So it stopped, but then it didn't stay stopped. That is not good. All right. Let me see. Let's see. Failed to remain stopped during the duration of a red traffic signal. Failed to stop fully, or failed to accurately detect a display and display the correct traffic signal state in the vehicle interface. The agency said that in 6 of the cases, the Tesla crashed with another vehicle at an intersection, and that in 4 cases, those crashes resulted in 1 or more reported injuries. So here's my question, right? Because they launched the Teslas and they got approval to run them in Arizona. I think it's Phoenix, Arizona. But what happens if the Tesla has to cross a railroad track? Like, I'm just curious. I'm curious, like, what's going to be happening, because they're launching those fully autonomous vehicles in other. So are they using different software in those vehicles? I don't know. Let me see. The agency said that multiple incidents occurred at one intersection in Maryland. It said it understands that Tesla has since taken action to address the issues at this. Wait, at intersection, Tesla took action to address the issue at that particular. Why not everywhere? Like. And it said, so they said its investigation was preliminary. Possible outcomes range from no action by the agency to an update or recall of the FSD software. Luckily, because it's software, you should be able to do it over the air, like fix it and push it over the air, right? Tesla has warned drivers, including in the online driver's manual, that the FSD software does not make its vehicle fully autonomous. Tesla tells drivers to oversee the vehicle's operations at all times, and it has sometimes added the phrase supervised full self-driving. Okay, it's like supervised released to the product name, emphasizing its view that drivers are not the software are responsible for the vehicle's operation. Musk, though, has made claims that go beyond what Tesla says. In August, he said in an X post that with FSD, Tesla vehicles can drive themselves, a claim that experts says isn't backed up by the evidence. He also made FSD a centerpiece of Tesla's future, including plans for a fleet of driverless robotaxis. So I think that the FSD, the full self-driving, is separate to what is available in the robotaxis, because the robotaxis are fully autonomous, and those already exist. But full self-driving might be older software, so I'm curious about that, how they're going to bridge that gap. Full self-driving is a package of driver assistance features that Tesla owners and leaseholders can buy for $99 per month. Wow, wowzers. Or a one-time fee of $8,000. It works with pre-installed hardware, including cameras that capture what's around the vehicle. Earlier this week, Tesla released an update for FSD called version 14. It's not immediately clear how the new version handles situations described by the NHTSA in its investigation announcements. All right, so
they scream their pain through broken glass. Their tears fall slow but never last. A million voices, a fractured sky. Who picks the ones for whom we cry?
They wave their flags and cry their tears. But who's to say what pain appears? 1,000 voices screaming plead, but who decides which ones we heed? They paint their wounds in neon light, a spectacle, a stage invite. But shadows lurk where no one sees. The silence screams in whispered pleas.
Tell you where to stand, who's hard to hold, who's trembling hand. But pain is pain, no rank, no throne. Empathy is
paint the world in black and white, a battle stage for wrong and right. But every shadow hides a scar, each story different, near or far.
Who chooses who your heart should chase? Who tells you which pain gets a face? Compassion's chains, they pull you near, but who decides what grief to hear? They try to tell you where to stand, whose heart to hold, whose trembling hand. But pain is pain, no rank, no throne. Empathy's not something you own. Who pulls the strings, who sets the stage, who feeds the fire, who sparks the rage? Your heart's not theirs to break or bind. Compassion's free, it's yours to find. They try to tell you where to stand, whose heart to hold, whose trembling hand.